If you want to know why you dey feel the way they feel inside your mind, inside your brain, and generally why things dey the way they around you, Mind Clinic na the radio program we go teach you how to deal with all different types of stress and other things wey person dey go through. On top Mind Clinic, you fit talk about mind matter wey concern you directly or the one wey no even concern you directly.
We started earlier in the year and we're still waxing strong. It's November the 18th, 2020. My name is Victor Pepple. The Mind Clinic is a special program brought to you by Neem Foundation and Neem Sanctuary as well. And from the Neem Sanctuary this morning in the studio, ever as always, Chinyerugo Udensi, the very beautiful, is here in the studio.
Morning, Victor. Morning, listeners.
Well, from the voice you can tell how pretty she is. But we're not alone in the studio this Wednesday morning. We have a fitness instructor per excellence and a personal trainer. I'm sure he would give his handle at the end of the conversation today. Stephen Ruben is in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Victor. Good morning, Chini.
Thank you very much for coming through.
So we had to pull Ruben in today because you know how we've been talking about mental health for the whole, like we've been talking about mental health the whole time. Mm-hmm. So from the beginning of the year till now. And sometimes it's very easy for us to forget the physical health and its impact on mental health.
Yes.
And also, if we had to look at everything that has been happening for the past couple of days, there's just been a lot of up and down. You know, if it's not the coronavirus, it's the shooting. It's just something. And a lot of the times, it's easy for us to forget our physical health and just wallow and just not take care of it. So we want to talk about physical health in relation to your mental health, or just look at how they go hand in hand and the partnership that they have. And who better to do justice to the conversation than a fitness instructor. So I think a lot of the times, one of the biggest concerns that people have is how much exercise is enough exercise. Let's just put it out there. I hate cardio. So it's like, I really don't want to do cardio, but I want to be fit. Don't giggle. Ruben knows it's true. But I want to exercise. So the question is, how much exercise is good enough exercise to keep someone good and keep someone going?
Yeah, Chini, thanks for that question. And the thing is, all of us definitely know the importance of exercising. And for that reason, we always make people understand that it's not all about spending the whole time or the whole day doing your exercises. You can actually achieve something by 10 minutes walk, brisk walking. You can decide to go for jogging, even if it's for 20 minutes, 10 minutes. But the most important thing is to keep your body active, move your body. It does not depend on where you go to or how long you want to stay doing that. Maintain the consistency and stay glued to those things you do. Maintain a good routine. 10-15 minutes maximum is still fine for you to really achieve something. Yeah.
So it's about consistency.
Exactly.
Just doing something, consistently doing what you're doing. If we're talking about consistently doing what we're doing, what are the things that we can do consistently without even going to the gym or going to any physical center or fitness training center? What can we do consistently every day to ensure that we maintain some form of optimal physical health?
There are lots of avenues for us to actually maintain our physical health. Swimming is a very good form of exercising. Mm-hmm. Cycling is a very good form of exercising. Walking, brisk walking, like I said earlier, jogging is also another good form of exercising. And besides going to the gym, there are some routines you can actually do indoor. Sometimes when people complain, there are lots of challenges they go through. They tell you they don't have the time, they tell you they don't have the space and all of these things. But the thing is, if you consider it's very important, if you know the importance of these things, you make out that time for it. Yeah. So even in the space, in the office, right there in your office, you couldn't do something at home. In your office, there are lots of exercises you could do. At that moment, you have to relax. At that time, you're supposed to be resting. So you can do something for 15 minutes, for 10 minutes, within that small space and that small span of time you have, and you definitely have the full benefits of the exercise for that day.
Is there any exercise like a quick fix exercise?
Yeah. Right now, in this office where we're seated, I could decide to do squats, which is very, very easy. I don't need too much space. I can just, the very space I have here where I'm standing, I can do my squats. I can do my chin-ups, I can do my pull-ups, I can do my dips. importantly, dips. I have a chair here. It's just for me to stretch my legs out, place my hands on my chair, do my dips, and before you know it, I'll start panting as if I was being chased by a lion. So you don't need all that.
Beginner for a lazy person. Because there are some of us who have always said, this year, New Year resolution, I'll hit the gym. But till the end of the year, maybe once.
That's if you don't hit the gym at all.
Exactly. Like you said, someone said, that he has paid for the gym and so far he has not been seeing results. That I think it's high time for him to go to that gym and see what is happening. Now, you don't pay for gym and expect results. You have to pay and go there and do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You get it? So you paying for the gym does not mean automatically you begin to get results. You have to work for it. And besides, you don't even have to go to the gym itself to achieve what you're supposed to achieve. The main thing is maintain the consistency. If you say, okay, I want to go for brisk walking on a daily basis, maintain that routine. 15 minutes, you're out there, you walk and you come back home, take a shower and go back else to whatever you're supposed to do for the day. And if you can maintain this at least 4 times or 5 times a week, you're good.
Is there a combination of exercises that would be good? Like some people want to do maybe like lift weights, other people want to do lots of cardio, other people want to do maybe toning, or I don't know all the names you guys like to call this thing. Is there like a combination, or should we just brisk walk every day? Like what do you think?
If you are opportune to use the gym, there are different exercises you could do. We do high intensity interval training, HIIT,
that one, yeah,
in the gym. And even without gym equipment, you still can do your high intensity interval training as well. It's just a matter of getting some routines together. Maybe you have about 4 or 5 routines. If you want to use timer, you could time yourself that, okay, this particular routines, this is how much time you want to spend on them being active, and this is how much time you want to spend resting. Then at the end of it, you have a recovery period. And after that, you maintain sets. How many sets do you want to do of the 4 or 5 routines you're doing for that day? So if you do this, it's fine. And if you're doing that outside the gym as well, it's just all about getting your particular routines you want to do.
Okay.
Stick close to them. If you want to go by numbers, by counts, maybe I'm doing squats, I'm doing lunges. I say, okay, I'm doing 20 squats, I'm doing 20 lunges. For beginners, that number is actually too high. If you are a starter, you could actually start with a low number. You don't have to be shy. You don't have to feel bad about the fact that someone is doing 30. How would I be doing 5? No. Everybody has his fitness level. So maintain your fitness level. Stay close to your own fitness level. With time and consistency, you can actually improve on all of this.
I like that. Time, consistency, sticking close to the things that you want within the whatever makes sense for you or whatever availabilities you have. You know, we hear a lot about benefits of physical exercise. Can you please just run us through some of them?
The benefits of fitness, of physical exercises can actually not be overemphasized. It is something a lot of people who have tried it, have made their confessions, have said what they have enjoyed from it. Take, for instance, a lot of people complain about stress.
Yeah.
You go to work, you're being stressed. This is part of the benefits you get. Exercising, physical activities can actually ease your stress. How about health itself? There was a time I had a couple I used to train in their home, personal training, and the husband is always absconding. He always gives excuses and all that. But the wife is very consistent. At a point, the man really got very ill. I'm just saying this is a live and true story. So the man got very ill and he was admitted in the hospital. And after he was recuperating and getting better, the doctor actually told him at this point, it is very important that he should exercise. So now I was invited to come assist him and see the routines he'll be doing and all of that. Now at this point, when I was training them at home, I know how much I was charging them monthly, but at this point, I have to go all the way from my own house to Gwagwalada. He was admitted in Specialist Hospital, Gwagwalada. So definitely, the cost at this point is almost times to what he was supposed to be paying, that he would have gotten the benefit from. Yeah. But he overlooked it. He felt, no, it's not important. So to be honest, exercising is very important. It helps even your blood circulation. When you exercise, you feel very relieved, you feel very light, you feel very happy. Your mood is also affected. You feel very happy at the end of the day. Sometimes some people feel, they said, there's this saying that if you actually have a bad day can actually be made a good day by hitting the gym, by exercising. So if you had a bad day, at the end of that day, go find some things to do some physical exercises. I tell you that at the end of the day, you'll be happy with yourself. And sometimes another challenge that some people experience is sleep. They tell you, I can't sleep. I always find it hard to sleep. The truth is, go try some workouts. Exhaust yourself. At the end of the day, you'll definitely sleep like a baby. So these are lots of benefits that actually comes with physical exercising.
Definitely, I agree with you. In preparation for the program, I did some research, and there's a lot of research out there that said, physical exercise does help improve mental health challenges, like you mentioned, dealing with stress, insomnia, people that are struggling to sleep. And there's a lot of research also out there that looks at the benefits and how much of an impact physical exercise has had on people that suffer with depression, anxiety, even post-traumatic stress disorder. It says that when they incorporate exercise, any form of exercise into their recovery, into their routine, it goes a long way into helping them, especially when you are very mindful about your exercise, when you're consistent with it, and when you do the things that you need to do to ensure that you stay healthy. Victor, what exercise do you incorporate into your daily activity?
Walking.
Okay.
And just taking a long walk or taking a stroll around the estate. A lot of people do not even, pay so much cognizance to it, but it's important. Could make you lose a lot of weight if you're intentional about it.
Yeah.
Taking a walk around for maybe 2 hours on a daily basis at the end of the month. Yes. Just take a walk, long walk, with a friend, discussing or alone. Just be intentional about it. After 2 hours, every day for 1 week, you feel it by yourself. And in addition, most people do all of that, get back home and eat a lot of carbs. Eat a lot of the littlest thing like bread. You just love bread so much.
I actually love bread.
Yeah, so you eat bread, rice, eba, at night, haba. What was the use of all that work? And the workout that you put in. So personally, when I take that long walk, I cut all of those. I love bread too, but I have to stay away if I want to see the results. Secondly, frizzy drinks.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they could kill for it. True. They would just want to drink all those things. Then what is the use of putting in all the work? I'm someone who, my goodness, going to the gym is in fact, because of the body pains after a few days. So for that, no, count me out. Count me out. If I'm going to register at the gym, I'm just doing a charity donation then, because I will not come back when the pain set in. But I can walk around. It's just a walk. You just walk around your estate and all that. And then you cut down on, those frizzy drinks, cake, bread, and all those carbs here and there.
Yeah. Even also trying to be realistic about how a lot of our diet is very carb loaded. Like if you're not eating gari, you're eating rice, you're eating yam, something, there's a lot of carbohydrates in our diet. I don't know. I guess it's about the balance, striking a balance. Exactly. Also to be healthy. I'm trying to make an excuse for myself on my bread eating habits. So I guess it's really about striking a balance, because for some people, actually, the reality is that carbohydrate is what they can afford and what sustains them. But also incorporating a healthy exercise within what you're doing, it's about a balance. It's about a balance.
See, the thing is, in the fitness world, one thing people fail to understand is that when it comes to gaining weight, losing weight, there's just a simple principle behind it. It's about what goes in and what comes out. Take, for instance, on a daily basis, you burn 500 calories while you're working out. You achieve 500 calories for that day. Then when you go back home, you consume, at the end of the day, you consume 2,000 calories. So look at what you have burnt, look at what you have gained. At the end of the day, you have 1,500 deficit. Tomorrow you repeat the same thing, and these things keep accumulating in your system. Then tomorrow you see these people come to you and say, God, my trousers don't fit anymore. See, I can't even, this top, I used to be size 8, and now, God, I'm going from size 8, I'm going to size 10, size 12, all of these things. See, this is the truth, this is reality. We just have to tell ourselves the truth. What you take in compare it to what you give out.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you will definitely be gaining that weight.
But there's someone who's listening to us who is not too excited about this conversation we're having, because they'll tell you, I don't suffer, tire. Now that God has blessed me, I'm trying to enjoy my life. He said I should not eat all these things. No way. Because I do know there are some people who, like you mentioned rightly, eat chicken every day, fried eggs, boiled eggs. They feel it's enjoyment. I'm enjoying my life. I have suffered.
Cold beer,
I have suffered. But right now, God has blessed me. That's the blessings of God in their life, So, and it feels like we're just trying to take that goodness of God away from them. But let's begin to engage with some of the listeners already. Tell us the last time you exercised, and please go ahead and contribute to the conversation. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Victor, this is Joyous Joy.
Joyous Joy, I'm glad you were able to call in.
Yes. I'm actually enjoying the program because just like the instructor said, or the trainer, is very correct. One thing about weight loss or keeping fit, it has to do with you. You need to talk to yourself. It's not a case of go to the gym. So when it comes to keeping fit, it's 80% your meal, 20% your exercise. So if you like burn 10 hours at the gym or 10 hours at home working out, and you end up indulging in the wrong kind of meals or food, so trust me, if you taking if you take a step forward and 3 steps backward. I'm one person when it comes to working out, I don't joke with it. I was to do one this morning, I couldn't go, I had to leave early, but I did my workout yesterday. I do work out 5 times a week. And my meal, yes, I work on my meals, that I don't joke with it. Of course, there are days to cheat. I won't lie. Yeah. I'm sure the trainer would also, agree with me. There are days I choose to cheat. Yes, there are meals you definitely will be dying to just take, like, wow, it's been a while. Yes, there are days to cheat, but I also make sure I don't say because I'm cheating, I overdo it. I ensure I burn out. So a lot of veggies, fruits, they are needed, especially when you're getting to your 40s and above, your 50s. It's very key to take care of yourself. Yeah. Women or men, look at the man he mentioned. He tried to mention that now he's paying twice what he shouldn't have been paying. Yeah. So I don't joke with my health, especially when I know the background of my mom, my dad, the health issues they've had or they're having. I don't want that on me. So this is somebody that was once a 115 kg person. Today I am 80.
Wow.
I have dropped down to 70. Was not 78? Of course, my husband had to beg me. So I gave me.
Wow.
You understand? So I had to add, but I'm maintaining. That doesn't stop me from not doing my workouts. I don't joke with it. So it's really key to take care of yourself. It's not if you say you're enjoying or you don't want to go exercise, like you said, Victor, you don't want to start going through pain. No pain, no gain.
No pain.
If you don't talk to yourself and say this is what you want, I want to live healthy, I don't want blood pressure, I don't want high cholesterol, whatever it is, you have to talk to yourself because whatever you take in shows outside. Whatever you take in shows outside. Like you said, take a big walk. You know, that the time I was addicted to running, I had to step down because of age and start doing walking. You'll be shocked what you burn up. You'll be shocked what you get to your system. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes workout, totally it's key. It's very key. It might not be 5 times a week. It might be 3 times. But at least as you wake up, try putting something. Let your heart get something. Let your blood flow from.
All right, Joy.
It's very, very key. So I don't play with it. Thank you very much.
Yes, a round of applause to you, Joy. From 115 to 80.
Wow. Yeah. So, from what I heard from Joy, and I'm really impressed. Going from that weight to 80 kilos, man, that's outrageous. That's crazy, man. I can just imagine her fitness level right now because, man, for you to really achieve that, it has taken you lots of hard work. Not just hard work, discipline, commitment, dedication. I have worked with a lot of persons and I know how these things really work. And I'm so impressed. And I'll actually tell you to please keep it up. You see, one thing about fitness is not something you do and stop. It should be a lifestyle. It should be something you incorporate into your system. Just the way you wake up, you take your bath, you take care of yourself. That is the same thing with fitness. You just have to maintain that consistency. Let it be part of you, something you always want to do. And the truth is, you see, most times, a lot of people get discouraged. Why? I tell them this. I put this to you. You can ask yourself, scrutinize yourself, and you also see these reasons. Most times, people exercise for selfish reasons. They actually do not have the real motives. And that is why, at the end of the day, you see them back out. Someone who has told you that, see, come, I want to start exercising, I am committed, it starts for a year, some for 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and all of a sudden you meet that person and say, it's like you're adding weight. You say, man, I have to stop. You say, what happened? Begins to give you different excuses. But the truth is, if you have a very good motive why you want to do this, because you know the truth is for your own good.
Yeah.
This is it. It's for your health benefit. If you see it as that, honestly, you have every reason to keep doing whatever you do just to keep.
But there are some persons who really want to exercise, but they have to go to work pretty early before 7 o'clock, and most times not by their making, they get back home late. They get back home at 7 p.m. maybe, or even later than that. And so the only time they have for themselves is Saturday and Sunday. So you see these persons tell you on Saturday, I cannot wake up before 6 a.m. There's nothing in this world that will make me wake at that time. So they wake up at 10. The next thing they want to get akara and bread. They want to enjoy it. I can't keep myself. They'll play that song while they're going in search of this akara. You understand? And then in the afternoon, evening, they want a special meal to treat themselves to, a good relaxation, because they know Monday morning they are back on the streets again.
Yeah.
Forgive me, please. This is Joy calling back.
All right.
To call back because of what you just said. That you wake up what time to go and see. For over time, because of my weight loss and this thing, I've also trained people. And this is what I tell them. And mind you, this my weight loss made 90% was at home. 90% of my workout routine is my house. No matter how small you think your house is, you can create a space to work out. Yeah. Now, if you are the type that wakes up 5 a.m. to get prepared for work or business or whatever it is, wake up by 4. If you know you come home 7 p.m. or you come home more time late, work out by 9, 10 p.m. The thing is this, Victor. You need to talk to yourself. If you don't talk to yourself, if you're not serious, if you're not seeing the future or whatever, when it comes to your health, you won't do it. You won't do it. It's just like you achieving any other thing. If you don't put your mind to it, I want to achieve this. I want to weigh this. I want to live this kind of lifestyle. I don't want to go back to this. I don't want to force it. So this time that when I'm stressed, my BP it gets to 170 over. The last time my BP was as high as 175 over 120. That was the day I now told myself, I said, Joy, no, this cannot continue. Your parents are suffering this. You can't suffer it. I can't remember the last time I checked my BP. And whenever I even check, look, I can't. So the thing is, people like excuses when it comes to their body. And I think they enjoy going to the hospital. I can't remember when last I went to the hospital. I can't. Even headache. Sometimes, you know, when you're having a headache, if you take a lot of water, it's gone. Except if it's migraine or something else. But sometimes it's actually dehydration, not taking up to 2 liters or 3 liters of water a day is the reason. So look, anything that has to do with your body system in living healthy, it's you talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joy, for the call again. A lot of people right now are like, well, we'll try.
Yeah.
We'll try. We'll just work around it.
Yeah, I think it's, again, it's about also finding the time to do it within your space. It could actually be during your working time, like during your lunch break, taking a 10 minutes during your lunch break to do some form of stretch or to do some form of like whatever it is. I won't lie. If I was working, if I had like quite a tight schedule, maybe like working very late hours, I probably would not take extra time at the night or wake up very early in the morning to exercise. I'd rather incorporate it into my already existing routine. Maybe taking a short time out during the day, just to like walk around or stretch or something like that, just to accommodate my routine. And I guess, there are lots of people out there who actually,
they're happy with what you just said right now. Because they will tell you, stress. Joy, I don't know how you do it, but I've been so stressed. How do you expect me to, after the stress at work and the yelling, I get back home and
take another,
But let's talk to this caller now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Okoye Victor.
Good morning, Pepper. I'm calling all the way from Central area.
Go ahead.
I would say I'm a fitness instructor too.
Okay.
Yes.
All the fitness guys are calling.
I know.
Like a yes. It's a lifestyle. And for the past 3 months, I've missed training. But I'll be resuming this weekend. Yes.
because of the injury I had. I don't know, but when it comes to nutrition, I'm not that food type person. I don't know, but most time to time I go for checkup and I'm fit.
Okay, let me pause you a bit. What do you mean when you say you're not that food person when you talk about nutrition?
I can stay for the whole day without eating nothing.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you're the person who likes to eat akpu, like, you know.
No. And I can stay for the whole day without eating nothing, and I will not be hungry. Yes. The water, I drink a lot of water. I'll sit there now.
All right, Ogoye Victor, thank you very much for sharing your experience with us. I know, I mean, I want to listen to someone. Tell me the last time you exercised. Might have been 3 years ago. We won't judge you. Just call us up. Let's pray for you. I think that's what you need right now. Yeah, we're going to pray for you. We're not going to judge you because I don't know what you're doing to yourself. You've been eating. You'll be like, I'm a single mother. It doesn't matter. This is the time that you need to at least work on yourself. There's no need to give those excuses. Really try. Yeah. The least you can do is just take a walk. A lot of people, I mean, let me say this. I'm sorry, I'm not throwing no shades, but have you ever seen any man, maybe your neighbor, he doesn't own a car, but he's always taking long walks to join or catch the bus or, get a taxi. Have you ever seen that person so out of shape?
Nope.
Never. Because the long walks he takes to the bus stop is an exercise.
Exactly.
Really.
Exactly.
I mean, the most you'd see is those people who are, I think I should not go there before they come after me. But you know the people I'm talking about. They are always tired. No, I can't walk. They must get a taxi from their parlor. I cannot walk. And you think that you're enjoying your life, you're baby boy. That's not the truth. When you get to 40, 45, 50, you will know what you've done to yourself.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, I want to thank you guys for the program, but I want to find out, like you mentioned, there are people who who leave home very early and then get back very late.
Yes.
And then, like one of the contributors said, Joy, he said, look, if you have to leave by 5, wake up by 4. How do we balance catching enough sleep that is good for the health and then trying to do exercise? Because in all of it, we have to admit the fact that some people, by the nature of their job schedule, except for maybe intermittent running the office and all that, it's not possible to say, because I want to exercise, I will wake up by 4 o'clock. Perhaps you get home by 10 o'clock and then put one or two things together and you are sleeping by 11 and then you wake up by 4, in order to do exercise. Sometimes you wake up with headache to even show that you didn't get enough sleep. So how do we marry these issues of not having enough time and then catching enough sleep that is also good for the health? I would like the trainer to perhaps attend to that. Thank you.
My brother, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you. We're in this together. Thanks for calling. Over to you.
Yeah, in response to that question, I would say, first of all, let me start with, you see, excuses. Excuses are always there. You would always find one.
Right.
One thing I would tell you, as long as you're looking for an excuse, by the special grace of God, you will never lack one. You always get one. Now, for those of you who have a very tight schedule, you have a very, very tight schedule. Now, I will tell you in all honesty, no matter how tight your schedule is, no matter how busy you are, tell me at what point or what day did you ever wake up and you said, because your schedule is too tight, today I'm not taking my bath. Oh, because I have a very tight schedule, no, today I'm not brushing my teeth. I'm not going to put on something good. I'm not going to eat.
Because if he's brushing off teeth, some people used to skip down. Back when they skip down, they see food, they cannot skip down. And it's the food that is contributing to what we're talking about.
Exactly. Now, if these things are really important to you, and you find time, no matter how tight your schedule is, you still find time for them, you would find time for exercising. And that is why we try to cut down the time. You don't have to spend an hour. You don't have to go 2 hours. You don't have to go 3 hours. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You don't need all the space. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in your house. Get your jump ropes. Look for exercise ball. Get exercise mat. Stay in your house. Your day is completed. Before you go to bed, give 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes for yourself. Do these things. Go to bed and tell us how you feel the next day.
Wow.
You understand? So the truth is, if these things are truly important to us, we would find a way to incorporate them into our daily activities.
But a lot of persons would also want to make this, like you said, excuses that exercise is for the rich. Rich people are the ones who like to exercise. They're the ones that like to jog. Rich people like to jog. They buy those those fitness gears, the weights, and they look all nice, snap on Instagram. That waiting concern poor man with exercise.
There is one.
I think we'll come back to that. I'm sorry. Hello.
Sorry, Mr. President, you're calling back.
Okay.
I normally get to my office every weekday by 5:30 a.m. You know, going to work early because of time schedule, you just learn laziness. See,
what time do you get back home?
Is it me?
Yes.
6
p.m.
Yes, sometimes 6. Yeah, just because of the traffic. But still, I will still give myself 1 hour, 30-minute exercise.
Every day?
Yes. Every day.
Wow.
Yes. Every day. I must do that. If I don't do that, it will be as if it's taking something away from my body.
No, but it seems you're training for the Olympics.
If they invite me, I will.
I mean, 1 hour, 30 minutes every day. You're doing well, okay, Victor.
Yeah, I mean it. I don't miss. For a day, I don't skip. Even on Sundays, I make sure I stretch my body. Yes.
All right. We need to wrap up now. Thank you very much, Okoye Victor, for your call. And I think that the people who have difficulty breathing, I mean, when they sleep at night, all right, and then some people who snore a lot, I think we need to help them, because I know that if you exercise, it helps.
Hello, Mr. Victor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sonny.
Sonny, thank you for calling. Where are you at the moment?
I'm around the prison.
Okay, please go ahead.
Please, like some of us, just like the last caller said, like me, the last 5-6 years now, every day I wake up 4 a.m. and I leave my house 5 a.m. It's like a normal thing except Sunday.
Sonny, when last did you exercise?
In fact, the last time, during the lockdown I did exercise.
After 6 years?
Then I tried
the one we're talking about. Go ahead.
The last time I tried doing that work, and I woke up very early and I did exercise like 4, and when I hit the roof, it was God that delivered me, and that was
imagine.
What because I was with the rider and I almost dozed off. But I discovered I started a lifestyle now that most of the time when I come back at night, at least between 10 and 11, at least I do 20 minutes workout, because I discover when I come back at that night and I eat, because immediately I come back around 8, 9 and I eat, I go to bed and I discover I started having this kind of constipation. When I eat, it's as if I want to throw up when I want to sleep. So I think when I started that, at least for a while, I discovered that thing has stopped. But that morning zone, because if you try doing morning exercise before you come, traffic will just finish your fuel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing this experience with us. For real, there are a lot of persons who maybe have not considered it. There are some persons in the past 10 years, except they're going on a rally, church rally. That's when they now, take a walk, or someone just says, come out, we're doing one thing this Saturday, and then they just come out. They don't really make out time to exercise. They don't even think it's that important. Making money is priority. Good morning.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning to you. What's your name?
Freddie from Cuba.
Freddie!
Hi.
Talk to us.
So, quick one. I've maintained I've been like 70 kg for as long as I can remember, probably up to 4-5 years. I usually jog in the morning. Although recently I dropped a bit. I dropped like 4 kg. I'm like 66 thereabouts right now. I am of a slender shape. And many people keep telling me that, what am I working out when you are so slim? Do you want to disappear? Do you want to,
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out, is it healthy for me to keep, because I like to run.
Yeah.
So is it healthy for me to keep running when I know that I am not, my mass is not increasing, it's probably even decreasing right now, sir?
All right, the fitness instructor will tell you what to do.
All right.
Thank you very
so
much. Keep listening.
Yeah, like what he just said now. One thing I want to encourage everybody listening right now is that do not listen to what people tell you. Because a lot of times, a lot of people get very discouraged from what they hear. This is just an example. Yeah, he's on the skinny side and people keep telling him. I remembered when I started my fitness journey. After I got my certificate and I had to practice, I had to train myself, I had to figure out all these exercises, see how they work for me before I begin to train other persons. I used to be on the skinny side. I used to be very skinny. In fact, even my mom will come tell me when I'm working out within my environment, my mom will come tell me, hey, come, as skinny as you are, you want to exercise so that breeze will just blow and carry you. You understand? But I did not pay attention to all of that. But today, this is me, looking this way. Anywhere I go to right now, especially when I go to the pool, sometimes I take off my clothes and people will be like, wow. I'll be like, no, come on. That is not it. But the truth is, fitness, when it comes to fitness, it's all about your health.
Yeah.
Some people could be looking that skinny. You can see somebody who's that skinny, who's 66 kg, and you see another person who is bulky, who's chubby, and probably is 90 kg or 95 kg, and that person who is 95 kg is fitter than the person who is 66. You see that? On the surface, you don't judge a book by its cover. If you look at these two persons from the surface, you just tell directly that, oh, this skinny person is fitter. No, come on, he looks fit. He's smarter. He's this. No. Bring them out. Let them work out. Let them show themselves. Test their fitness level. At the end of the day, you'll be surprised. You'll be amazed at what happens. So the truth is, it is not about how you look or what you look like. It is all about the health benefit that comes with exercising. So I will tell the last caller that just be consistent with what you do and maintain what you do. The truth is, the benefit of all these things is for you at the end of the day.
We need to go, Ruben, but in 20 seconds, what can you say in regards to breathing? I mean, there are a lot of people who have difficulty breathing, they don't know. Some do not even know that they need to plug in some exercise to help with their snoring at night.
For those of you who have problems, who have challenges with breathing, I would encourage that to try do some yoga exercises. It helps concentration and breath. Yeah. If you do lots of these things, it will really help you. And for those who snore, sometimes, whatever it is, try to do some forms of rigorous exercises. At the end of the day, you will see lots of changes. These are part of the benefits we're talking about. If you do all of these things, you will see the benefit that comes with it.
Good morning, Victor. The doctor's in the studio. I'm Sonny from Kubwa. Please, what kind of workout, I guess that's what he wanted to say, is best for a person who has lungs issue?
One who has lungs issue really needs to be very careful. You don't have to push yourself too hard. You have to take it easy on yourself. There are exercises that you do, like we have high intensity interval program. Now you can do all of these things. For those who have serious health challenges, they take it easy. Yeah. You have lung issues. I would recommend that you try to go for brisk walking instead. You don't have to do all the jumpings, all the running, all the sprinting, all the lifting and all that. Even if you have to lift weights, you should use light weights. Then go for brisk walking.
When you say brisk walking, that's like walking fast.
Walking fast. You understand? So walking fast, try to set a target for yourself. Okay, today I want to go 4 kilometers, I want to go 5 kilometers. If you get tired, especially those with health challenges, every point where you get tired, please take a break. Yeah. Don't let anybody push you beyond your limits. Take a break.
I stay in Gwarimpa, and then early in the mornings, most times when you're trying to jog, you see some older people who are trying to stay fit, but they do it with nose mask, and it bothers me so much. I do understand that, coronavirus, and the doctor has advised, you're 65 and older, you have I almost said a better chance of getting the virus, but I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. These people who are older, coronavirus can easily get into them because of their immune system levels and all that. But I also do know that wearing a nose mask for even young persons, it's a bit difficult trying to breathe most times. Yeah. And then you're exercising with a nose mask on. Can we touch on that in 10 seconds?
Okay. Just like you said, this is something that is very, very practical. Very practical. You can't be exercising and something is there obstructing your breath. For that moment, you are alone. Probably maybe with one person and all that. You want to maintain your distance, and you also want to maintain your consistency. And at the same time, please, you need the breath. You need to breathe. Do not obstruct your breath. You must breathe. So if for the period you'll be exercising, you can just take it down a little bit. Let your nostrils feel free. You can still cover your mouth whatsoever it is, because maybe you have to talk to somebody and saliva might be spilling out from your mouth and all that. You can close your mouth, but please, your nostrils, let them be opened so you can breathe. This way, you also be helping yourself.
Yeah.
This is going to be the last call. 30 seconds. Good morning.
Good morning. Joe from Maraba.
All right, Joe. Last caller.
Yes, but I know that exercise is very, very good. But when you are hard job, you are not eating well, you are doing all sort of hard job, like you go to site, like early at this time now, you are on your site work. And what you want to eat at that very time, maybe bread and beans, in order to hold you up to do that hard job. So where is that time to do that exercise? Because after that hard work, or other carrying blocks, or carrying those kind of concrete, around 5 o'clock you close. You come and rest yourself and sleep, and 5 o'clock again, the next morning you get up again. So is there any need of exercise again, apart from those jobs?
All right. Thank you very much, Joe. I like that that's the last question. Very, very good question, really.
Responding to that, I would tell us something. You see, we are actually blessed. We Africans, Nigerians to be precise, we are actually blessed. There are some things we do, and somehow we don't take cognizance of these things. Take, for instance, maybe where you live. There is no bike, there is no keke, and you have to walk some distance before you can get a taxi. Without knowing it, this is a form of exercise in itself.
Yep.
Have you noticed some mechanics, some bricklayers by the roadsides that you see them looking very built, and they've never gone to the gym? They don't lift weights, they don't do anything. Then you wonder, you ask them at some point, hello, what gym do you use? He said gym. What is gym? He doesn't even know what the gym is. He doesn't even understand what exercise is. But somehow you see that person looking great.
And everything.
These are forms of exercising you're doing indirectly and you don't know. You understand? So except maybe your work is different. Take, for instance, those who have to sit in the office. Maybe you're always seated for like 8 hours, 9 hours. Your office AC, your house AC, your car AC. You're moving from one AC to the other. Please, no matter how tight your schedule is, please take 20 minutes out of your time daily and
Doctor,
do something.
you have exempted bricklayers from this exercise.
No. Even if you're doing like, I see, Victor. I think even if you're doing like a manual
job, manual.
Something that is quite tedious and manual. There are different forms of exercise.
Exactly.
I mean, yoga is also exercise. Walking, taking a long walk is exercise. And it's not just about, it's part of my work. It's also about being conscious of what you're doing and taking that time out to be consistent and conscious about what you're doing.
We need to go now. Can we get a number to call for psychological support?
Yes. So for psychological support, please call us on 0706 062 5054. I'll repeat that number again. 0706 062 5054. And remember, it's just for psychological support. And if you need access to, maybe you want to get through to the fitness trainer that was on the show with on the program with us, please reach out to this number, and we'll be sending his number across to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor.
My name is Victor Pepple. The show will come back again next week, Wednesday at 8 o'clock. And I think it's going to be the last one for the year.
Yes, it's our final show for the year.